It's time for us to acknowledge that Thunderbolts might end up being one of the greatest MCU movies in history, because we just got a whole lot of brand new details for the movie thanks to Empire magazine, and all the information they revealed makes me really believe this movie's gonna be peak. And me and you, we gotta talk about it. Like I mentioned from the top, the Thunderbolts cover the latest issue of Empire. We got this dope new cover of them chilling in a limousine. Why did I say it like that, limousine? Here's a textless version of the cover. I removed my big ass head out of the way in case you want to crop it. And why do they got so much ore? This looks like a rap album cover. I mean, shit, damn near everyone in this damn limousine have been mind controlled or manipulated by their government, or super soldiers who have been mind controlled or manipulated by the government. And they ain't the Avengers. They ain't got high tech or money. They just got.
Don't rush him if I press the button. Too drippy to scuff. The blick in the duffel, it came with a muzzle, so why would I?
We also got this poster for Empire magazine. I just love this so damn much. Look at the detail. The Empire cover has a little asterisk at the end of the E. You got bullet holes everywhere, and yeah, they're floating heads, but this is how you do a floating head poster, because it's paying homage to classic Avengers covers. And I think that deserves a goddamn salute. Removing that big ass head out of the way in case you want to crop this again. But now on to the juicy, ayo, new details that we just got. We got Florence Pugh herself saying that the tone of Thunderbolts is like a quiet, badass, indie A24 feeling assassin movie with Marvel superheroes. Ah, yes, my favorite director, A24. And I'm not gonna hold you at this point. We gotta start talking about A24 being the greatest director of all time. And for everyone who doesn't understand satire, that's a joke. This issue of Empire also gave some brand new images for the Thunderbolts. Here we got Yelena Belova,
Mommy,
and Bob looking at something surprised. They might have uncovered a secret.
Mommy, so nice I had to say it twice.
We're getting 2 hours and 20 minutes of Florence Pugh in a lead role in a Marvel movie. Oh my! And here are the Thunderbolts after they kick names and take ass. Where have I seen this movie before? He's showing restraint. He really has improved. But the reason why I was always excited and why I'm even more excited now is because the creative team behind Beef is making this movie. And director Jake Schreier says that Thunderbolts feels different from the other MCU movies. There's an emotional darkness that we brought to this that is so resonant, but doesn't come at the expense of comedy. And I know there's a lot of people that are done with MCU comedy nowadays. They're right behind me, aren't they type shit. So that's a beautiful welcome sight. But I absolutely love this because he goes on to say on a character level, they're all a little bit lost, looking for belonging, purpose, and perhaps redemption. Particularly Lewis Pullman's mysterious Bob, the unknown quantity among the team. Bob is going through what all of them are probably secretly going through. Yelena sees part of herself in him. She's always been someone that wants to look after people. She has a sweet spot for him and essentially likes looking after him because he's useless. Like I mentioned before, these are people who have all been manipulated by their government and at one point in their life did not have free will. So of course, Yelena of all people is going to look at Bob, who's probably being experimented on because we all know he's going to be Robert Reynolds' century, and is like, I like you. You remind me of me. This cast of characters can make for a really compelling narrative. And dog, this is right here where I got up standing and saluted because they said Thunderbolts is inspired by Toy Story 3? Huh? What'd you say? Yeah, that's right, I didn't stutter. The characters in Thunderbolts, like those in Toy Story 3, are facing obsolescence. Can they get out of the trash can together? Dog, directly referencing the scene that made me cry. They're gonna try to make me cry, aren't they? Ugly cry too. And I know this is gonna be compelling because they're gonna be tackling mental health in Thunderbolts. You're talking about a group of characters that have done a lot of bad things, and maybe you're struggling with feeling good about themselves. There's an element that does speak to mental health and loneliness and how some of the darkness that we experience in our lives can't be necessarily fixed, but can only really be made lighter through connection and finding others. I'm telling you, it sounds like there's going to be a lot of substance to Thunderbolts, not just kick, kick, punch, punch action. I feel like it's actually going to have something to say, and I hope it does. Finally, there's going to be a Thunderbolts themed PSA, silence your phones, just like for Deadpool and Wolverine. It's going to show up in theaters soon. If you live in the UK, guess what? You get Thunderbolts a day early on May 1st. Watch that with your tea and crumpets. But that's all the news that has me excited for Thunderbolts. Let me know what you think about this news down in the comments below, and as always, like and follow for more.